Girl 6 years ago may spark changes to Alberta Children's Services.
A fatality inquiry report into the death of Samantha Martin details a system that simply failed to act. The province is now reviewing the judge's report. Kevin Armstrong spoke with Samantha's mother today. Probably a difficult conversation, Kevin.
It's a difficult report for this mother to read, but sadly it's a reality Samantha's mom has known for far too long. Her hope is for everyone to know, so a child will never face a similar tragedy.
If somebody had actually just done their job, yeah, it's very difficult to look at it.
But Velvet Martin has been studying the fatality inquiry, examining how and why her daughter Samantha died.
A beautiful little girl who had so much potential.
In 1993, the Martins say they were told their daughter would have severe disabilities, and in order to get the best supports, she should be in government care.
We trusted, and that is something that I will always regret.
The Martins had regular visits with Samantha. They, as well as school officials, started documenting injuries. Many testified to them, including bruises and fractures, 2 thigh bone breaks. The girl was well underweight. The judge heard testimony. The foster parents' biological child's lunches were much better, and when the school raised the issue, the foster mother's response was to fill Samantha up with water.
It documents the most basic of failures with respect to the most vulnerable of children who are in our care.
Teachers were growing concerned Samantha was suffering seizures, but health records disclose a period of 3 years where Samantha was not seen by a pediatrician or family doctor. And internal child services documents show the caseworker did not see Samantha for 14 months. There were several gaps of 7 and 8 months as well.
Prevention of her death was totally within grasp. Had anybody taken responsibility?
The Martins fought to get their daughter back, but just months after she came home in 2006, she died. Tragically, she fell ill the night before an examination to look into her seizures. Samantha died having never been treated for them. The judge made 4 recommendations to improve the system.
We do take the recommendations and results of these inquiries very seriously.
There's no reason to believe it won't be swept under the rug.
As it took the Martins 6 years and several court cases to get this report, they fought for it, believing Samantha had one more lesson.
I remember thinking, I had to learn so much. I had to learn so much to teach to my daughter Samantha, but in hindsight, it was her that was teaching all of us.
Now, the judge's recommendations include ensuring caseworkers have accurate and up-to-date information, that children are actually receiving annual medical checkups, that when observations are made by reliable sources like teachers on things like bruising or seizures, that a medical examination is performed, and to ensure caseworkers have a reasonable case load.
As we've mentioned, Kevin, the province is reviewing the recommendations, but I understand that there have been some changes already.
Well, as we documented, Samantha died 6 years ago, so there have been a number of changes and improvements to the system. Perhaps the biggest, 98% of children with disabilities in Alberta live with their parents. Government supports are provided in the home.
All right, Kevin Armstrong, thank you.
You're welcome.